What's going on?
You are gaining an average of 1 million followers a year on Twitch.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Now, over the past 2 years, each year you've had a high of almost 250,000 concurrent viewers. Why do you think so?
That tweet he used for the hate was from a stan? Yeah. That's the problem, chat, isn't it? Remember how we talked about that? About how, like, it's virtually impossible to distinguish who's, like, a stan making fun of, like, haters making, psychotic shit, and then it turns into, like, a negative spiral regardless, like with Austinox. Maybe we need to, like, keep that into this stream or something and not outside. Maybe we should, as a community, keep our outside memes just positive. Keep it posy, Like my COVID test, okay? Keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? Got him. Your chair looks like it's for ants.
So many people are drawn to watch you.
People are not very honest about why things are terrible. Everybody, for the most part, feels a little worse overall year over year. I think a lot of people feel angry. I try to direct their anger at the system rather than individuals and explain to them why they feel the way that they do.
Use that anger that you feel towards more productive avenues. Instead of getting f***ing upset at wealth inequality in the system, try to change the system.
I have an empathetic worldview that centers around uplifting marginalized people on not only the basis of identity, like whatever kind of marginalization that they experience, but also class, which is something that is devoid from the American conversation most of the time. As long as you are willing to learn, as long as you're willing to change, then you're welcome. I'm going to talk to you and try to educate you.
Right.
Because I think that is how you change people's minds. And I think I've been relatively successful at, deprogramming a lot of people's like prior confirmations, prior attitudes and beliefs.
Do you think this is part of why you are seen as such a controversial figure?
Yeah, for sure. This is like centuries of wiring people the certain way. On the one hand, someone can sedate you into thinking like, no, everything is normal, this is the best way. And then on the other hand, you have someone who's like, no, you should be angry at the system. It kind of spoils the game for a lot of people who would rather maintain that stability. There's a concerned effort of like presenting me as more controversial than I actually would be. It's the age-old narrative that you have been able to create, which is socialist, but he's a hypocrite because he has nice things. Like that's unacceptable. It's a poverty cult. It's supposed to be a poverty cult. It's stupid.
Can you list some of the controversies that you've been a part of?
Oof.
I don't know if we have time,
Sure.
but I know you got to go stream for 12 hours. So
yeah, we can just like do a full list. One of my first big controversies was America deserved 9/11.
I'm saying it. America deserved 9/11, dude.
I'm sure lots of people watching right now are happy to hear that I have someone on the show that said America deserved 9/11.
I talked about all this stuff, and that obviously was the reason why I said it's blowback. Like, we funded the same people that did 9/11, and we continue to work with the same people, the government, that played a way more fundamental role in 9/11 than Afghanistan or Iraq. Literally, there was like 8 documentaries, I think, that came out in the 20th anniversary of 9/11 that described all of that. So I had a lot of my friends even that were like, I kind of hated what you had to say back then, but now I totally understand what you were talking about.
Why do you think it is that these documentaries can say the exact same thing as you, but not get any blowback?
Because they didn't say it in my language. Like, let's be real. I mean, I'm gonna be fair here. Okay?
Really, they didn't say America deserved 9/11?
No, they didn't.
Do you regret using the language?
No.
Specifically?
Not even remotely. I think it was a matter of being taken out of context. It very quickly went into a subreddit. They blasted it off there, and then Keemstar picked it up, and then Fox News picked it up. And it became a huge news story in a 24-hour cycle, and they think that I am a supporter because I'm Muslim, and I'm socialist, like I'm a communist terrorist sympathizer.